Blasts at the Gold Dome. I'm Cheryl Preheim following breaking news for you here in the 11 Live newsroom. The Capitol is evacuated right now. A veteran protesting health care at the VA set himself on fire using gasoline and fireworks. He has survived. No one else was hurt, but again, the Capitol is now evacuated. 11 Live cameras were there the moment it happened.
Majority of fatalities, injuries, and incidents on our roadways.
You heard the two blasts there again. Those were from fireworks. State troopers at the Capitol rushed to the scene. This was a press conference that had been scheduled ahead of time to talk about the new distracted driving law taking effect July 1st. In these moments right after it happened, no one was quite certain what had happened, but again, a veteran who had come to the Capitol to protest health treatment at the VA set himself on fire using gasoline and fireworks. Colonel Mark McDonough, the commissioner of the Georgia Department of Public Safety, explains what happened step by step.
Well, y'all witnessed the noise yourself, bringing in distracted driving with a bang, no pun intended, but it appears that we have somebody who claims to be a veteran that is disgruntled with treatment by the VA and is protesting that, or was protesting that, to the extent that he was causing bodily harm to himself. You heard the explosions that went off. It appears by the combination of use of some type of firework and gasoline, he set himself on fire. One of our troopers happened to catch it immediately, got his fire extinguisher and used the fire extinguisher to put the flames out on the individual. You saw how quickly with the explosions that Atlanta Fire got here, and EMS were alive very quickly, so he's already been transported to the hospital. He was alive, awake, he was lucid, he was talking, but right now we're concerned about any secondary issues. And so APD's EOD is coming en route to take a look at some things we may be concerned about. But I think it'll be limited just to him and his protests. But until that occurs, the roadway around the Capitol will be closed. So it shouldn't take too long.
Any law enforcement, any injuries on your side?
None that I know of. None have been reported. It's...
As Colonel McDonough was explaining, there were so many people around the Capitol thankful for a quick response. Nobody was hurt, no bystanders, no one at the press conference, no law enforcement. Our bridge has been making calls on this breaking news. Liza, again, this gentleman, we do not know his name, but the veteran is at Grady Hospital.
That's correct. Officials saying that he was transported. He was speaking, Cheryl, at the time and responding to them. So we're following his condition closely, but at this time we know he was transported and he was alive and speaking at the time. We also know just in that they are taking extra precautions. Bomb disposal units are on scene. The streets are taped off. We actually have pictures just into the 11 Alive Bridge. We can show you right here if you want to take a look. You can see the area and how it has been taped off. And you can see several different departments responding to this. And Cheryl, we also know that at least one school group was at the Capitol at the time this all unfolded.
Again, so grateful for a quick response and that we're not talking about any injuries from any innocent bystanders who are around there. Tiffany Sherrod's been monitoring too. We're getting a lot of pictures in as well.
Yes, we are getting a lot of pictures. Aiden Brown, our photographer on the scene, sent those in to us. What we know about the evacuation is that GSP right now, they are in there trying to clear the building. We do know that a lot of streets around that area are shut down. And we also know that police are considering this a crime scene, so they're asking people, of course, to stay away from the area. And what police are telling us is that no other explosives have been found in that area, so they know that for sure.
All right, that's a good warning, Tiffany, especially approaching the lunch hour. This is a very busy area. People enjoy it on a nice warm afternoon. I want to get a closer look at the area we're talking about. Carrie's taking a look at the area around here. Show us this map and let us know where people need to avoid here approaching the lunch hour.
This is the Capitol and Capitol Square around it. The news conference was being held down here on Central Avenue, and that's when the explosions went off. They were up on the Capitol steps on the west side of the Capitol. So that is the primary crime scene that they're looking at. It's right there on the west side of the Capitol. But you're going to have Washington Street, Mitchell, and Capitol on the backside are all going to be closed.
All right, we've had 11 Live Sky Tracker over the scene as well, gathering information, video. We'll let you know if there are any other closures. Again, the Capitol is still evacuated. I do want to bring in our Assistant News Director, Julie Wolf, who's been in communication with a lot of crews. We have a number of crews on the scene following this breaking news there at the Capitol. Caitlin Ross is there, I understand.
She is. I want a couple of things that are just coming in breaking to the bridge first to tell you, Cheryl.
Okay.
We've got some pictures coming in. This is one from one of our crews down there. Again, the building is being evacuated, searching for bombs, but they tell us there's no reason to think it's just a precaution. He hasn't threatened this. But I want, if you guys can follow me over here, I want to show you something real quick. This is a live picture down at the Capitol. Our crew, our photojournalist, Bruce Mason is there. I want to draw your attention to this car right here. This silver car with something in the window there. Our crews on the field are telling us this is the suspect's car. And actually, we've been seeing some of those bomb units right there. That right there is the bomb disposal robot. But right here, in the red dress, you see Caitlin Ross. She is standing by to give us an update.
Okay.
Caitlin?
We're waiting to get communication from Caitlin Ross, who is down there by that bomb unit. She might have just stepped away to gather some more information. We have got a number of different crews on the scene. Doug Richards is also there at the Capitol talking to people as they've been evacuated. Again, this is an active crime scene. If you're just joining us, there was a press conference scheduled today near the Capitol. 2 blasts went off. At the time, no one knew what that was. They discovered that it was a veteran who was protesting the treatment at VA hospitals and medical centers, and he used gasoline and fireworks to start himself on fire. He is at Grady Hospital. He was speaking last time investigators talked to him. We do not know his name or his age. We do know the Capitol is still evacuated and some streets around it are closed. So if you're in that area, be aware of that. We'll continue to monitor this breaking news on